Okay. Hey, good evening, we'll call the Monday, November 26th, Town of Arundel Selectmen's Meeting to order. We'll start with the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, approval of agenda. Anything we want to add, take away?
I'd like to add some discussion under manager's report on military vehicle.
Okay. Anything else? Got no reports, the meeting was canceled, so. Okay, I'm looking for a motion as amended.
Second.
Motion and second, all those in favor? Public forum, anybody got anything they wanna talk about that is non-agenda items? Alright. Approval of the minutes, November 13th, 2018.
The only thing I noticed is that Joe Paolini's last name is spelled wrong, and I think it's Paolini.
Yeah, O or E? Yeah. Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
get it corrected, yeah. Other than that, I make a motion that we approve minutes.
Second.
Motion and a second, approve the minutes as amended, all those in favor? No committee and board reports? Okay. Managed report, status of the equipment lease for the pine tree waste, we have a lease agreement here.
Yes, what I was, wanted you to really focus on tonight was was appendix A to the document, the amortization schedule. And what we did there is we, looked at the last 6 months of this fiscal year, and then a payoff of the unit, it's on the back of your last page, and a payment of the unit on the last, in fiscal year 1920. I think that's pretty much what you were hoping that we were able to negotiate. So I think that meets what you were hoping to see. If it doesn't, please, let's have some discussion on it, so I can, go back to Pine Tree and see if we can modify it even more. Other than that, I had some concerns on the insurance piece of the lease agreement that, I wanted to pass by, not only MMA. That's what, hit me initially. And, anything else that you see in there that we should really discuss with them, I don't mind having that discussion, any further at this particular stage. There was some language in there that I think need, more legal review and expertise than I can provide, so.
What were they using for percentage rate
For,
for the lease for that?
not sure, I didn't ask. I think if we went to the end of the lease, it was like $22,500. So, this just nips the, just a small amount of interest that we'll pay, and then we just pay it off next year, so.
Well, right now, since the term is 60 months, but we get to an option to buy it out any time, basically. Even though it makes reference to Schedule A, so even if we don't, seems to me, based on that language, even if we don't get an approval in the budget for the 14 this year, we'd still have an option in subsequent years, it seems to me.
I agree.
Based on that language.
Yep,
The other condition, the problems I've got, loss damage, why we bear the risk of loss while they own it, I have no idea.
okay,
Especially since they've got the obligation to keep it in good repair and condition,
correct.
so
They-
that's gotta go.
Okay,
And I agree with you, I have no idea why we're providing workers' compensation and comprehensive general liability insurance. I mean, when is this, when at least in a building, to have
Right.
employees in it, that almost speaks to what this lease is about.
Right, that's what I saw too, I couldn't understand that,
I don't understand that at all.
and maybe just boilerplate language
I
that they
think so.
had in there that they just never moved, so.
And under the indemnity provisions, again, it's got us being responsible for the equipment, fines, fees, penalties, damages, and costs, including the manufacturer selection, delivery, possession, use, and operation of the equipment. I don't know why we're indemnifying them against, they're operating it.
Right, their employees
Their
are.
employers are operating it, why are we indemnifying them against their screw up? Those are some of the things that jumped out at me.
So is Schedule A, for all lack of a better term at this point, okay with everybody? I think that we can make the argument during the budget process of what we're trying to accomplish, but, I don't hear any objections there. I think I have my, sort of my orders as to how I want to proceed. My next plan will be to make sure our insurance provider gets it, talk to them a little bit more about the things that Tom has just alluded to have them modify those accordingly, and we'll just keep working through the document until we get something that meets muster.
Yeah, there was a question last meeting about the warranty, is there any, it says in here that there is no warranty, is there a?
Right, well, I don't think we're gonna have to worry about it until after we own it. So I'll ask a question on warranty on the unit, once we own it. It'll be a new unit, it won't be refurbished, so my
Right.
thought is that, we should be okay, but I'll check on the warranty for sure.
Some of the provisions in here are just inconsistent, basically.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, saying there's no warranties, but then it says they've got to
Yeah.
complete.
Well, then under ownership, it's like,
Yeah.
during the term of the lease, the equipment is basically maintained by PT.
Right.
It's like-
Yeah, I noticed that too, there were things in there that I just said, oh, wait a minute.
That doesn't,
Yeah.
Well, you probably we wanna get this buttoned up before the end of the year, right?
Right,
Because you wanna
yeah,
start
we
putting
want
it
to,
in
we want to have it
January.
signed sometime in December,
Right, so it would be one
so
more
we're ready to
meeting.
go January 1. Yep. So we got a little more time, but I wanted to get your feedback on that anyway. The next thing I have is the information that I provided to you tonight on the military vehicle. Roger has been looking for one of these Freightliner tractors for a while, and we were able to have our name placed on one in Fort Dix, New Jersey, through the state of Maine. State of Maine has to do it on our behalf, which they have, and they've put a hold on it. It's waiting for us down there if we decide to venture into this. And his intent would be to make this a six-wheel dump truck and replace one of our, either our 98 or our 96 Ford six-wheel dump trucks that we now use for plowing. We have 10-foot plows and 11-foot wings on them, and we have bodies on them that could, his plan would be to make the modifications and transfer that equipment onto this truck, and then put this truck in service. This truck has got a 400 horsepower Cummins diesel in it with automatic transmission, so, it'll be a Allison transmission, so it'll be a little bit easier to operate for folks. The truck sold brand new in excess of $70,000, and our cost to secure it would be $2,833.28. And then to have it,
oh my God.
and to have it trucked to us, we're probably looking at $1,850 at the high end.
I'll go get it.
So,
Yeah,
the cost
There you go.
for us is just under $5,000, $4,683.28. And so, we'd like to have your blessing to move ahead and secure this truck and have it delivered to us.
what account would this be coming out of?
It would come out of the capital equipment account. Presently, we have $42,520 in the account. So, enough to cover the cost of the unit.
What's the
hydro
retrofit
account,
thing?
Yeah.
The retrofit cost,
Yeah,
usually we try to absorb that through, our staff and then through our, equipment account
okay.
within our regular budget. Not sure
Not sure, okay.
what it's gonna be, but I wouldn't see it be much more than, $4,000 or $5,000 for additional equipment if we need it. Maybe push frames, things like that, may be different, and they have to adapt them to this unit. So I think those are still up in the air.
Now, is he gonna take the body off of an existing truck?
Well, you know,
Or depending on,
Phil and I were sitting here chatting about that, you were involved in that.
Right.
Phil has some ideas too. I think if we're able to secure it and it's a good unit, then those discussions will be off, coming forward. But this is just, to me, this is a no-brainer. You know, for us to have a brand-new truck, six-wheel dump truck, fully fitted and ready for the road, we're probably looking at $185,000 to $190,000. So, this is just a big bang for our buck. We think it's 2004, 2005, based on the military numbers that are related to it, so.
curious what the mileage is on this.
I doubt if it's got a lot of miles, maybe we'd be lucky if it has 50,000 miles on it.
It's not hard to do, Phil. Turn that into a dump truck.
Turning it into a dump truck's pretty easy.
Huh?
Yeah. Modifying the existing equipment onto this size truck,
That's gonna be the
gonna be a
challenge.
little bit of a challenge.
Okay.
Roger's planning to do that in-house.
Yes.
If anybody can do it,
I was
Roger
gonna
can.
say, MacGyver can do it.
But it will be a challenge.
Yeah. Those guys did a wonderful job on that 2.5 ton
Oh.
military truck. I couldn't believe the work and the workmanship and the adaptions that they had to do to that to make it
Yeah,
usable, so.
it's definitely doable.
Yeah, so,
I'm automotive illiterate, so for me to look at this and turn that into a dump truck is
That's not hard to do.
No?
No, we've done it.
Yeah, the dump part, I'm not concerned, it's like Phil said, it's the plow, you know, getting all of that stuff, all the hydraulics and everything, you know, there's a lot of work for
They
that.
have all the hydraulics, they just gotta change it over.
Right.
So it's gonna be chances are this truck is bigger and heavier duty than what the equipment's coming off of. So they're gonna have to do some creative manufacturing but it definitely is doable,
yeah,
cause we've done that kind of stuff, before.
okay.
It's just a big plow truck.
I just think it's a great way. It'll end up being, from what I understand, the town of Sanford has 2 of these in service now. So we have an opportunity to go up there and maybe look at
Take a look.
what they did. So we don't have to, reinvent the entire wheel, but I'm really confident the guys we got down there, they're pretty good about what they do.
Yeah,
It certainly saves us some money, he's done it in the past and saved us some significant dollars, so
Yep.
kudos to Roger for
Yep.
keeping an eye on this stuff, so.
Well, then I'll make a motion that we do that.
I'd second.
Okay, you got a motion and a second to, kinda move forward with this, any other discussion?
Funds are there, obviously,
Yes,
even to retrofit the,
yes.
All those in favor?
I wouldn't think we'd get to retrofit it probably until spring, so we're probably in a new fiscal year. So if anything does come up that's special, unique, we'll discuss it during the budget process, but I don't think it will. I think it'll be pretty.
All right, so going on to old business, so we have the Port City proposal.
Yes, I've given you all updated versions as of November 26th. I think did I send you one? As of November 26th, it's been updated.
One?
There were, there were quite a bit of discussion, and I have to give Chairman Dubois the nod here. He really worked hard to make sure that this got done. And I think we tried to hit everything that was there.
Till I gave it to Tom.
Yeah, probably Tom found something that we need to change, but other than that, I think we're in good shape. I think if it's something that we feel is very close, and there may be a few tweaks that need to be done, I would like to see if we can get consensus from the board tonight to authorize me to sign it, if those changes are made to our likings this evening, so we can then move forward with the next phase of the project.
Boy, this phase is not cheap, is it?
So Tom, you know, you had brought up a laundry list of items when you reviewed it. And I know I answered a bunch of those along with Keith, and then we made some changes. Was there anything from that you had some concerns on, any questions on?
I'm still a little concerned, and it's probably just me, but, to be clear, we're gonna be paying $6,500 for the phase one study, regardless, correct?
Yes.
Alright, and then we pay $160 for phase two, essentially. And I take it that's what they mean by remaining work.
Yes.
I don't know why they don't say phase two, but just to be clear about that, that's why I said I don't know what remaining work is.
Yeah.
The only, as I said, the only thing that was concerning to me is when I looked at this and I saw on their reimbursable expenses,
With manager permission.
Lodging and food?
that and
Which we took care of.
the fees for consultants. And then they refer to their mechanical, fire protection, plumbing, electrical work with our engineering consultants. That's what
Yeah, they're all
caught my
part
eye.
of,
I
yeah,
wanna be sure that that's all part of the 160, we're not looking at something beyond that.
you're absolutely correct.
Okay.
It's great you pointed it out, but yes, that is part of the package, VHB's
Right.
work.
No add-ons for that.
No.
And I think, you know, on page 3 where the feasibility and cost study, where they talk about, we propose the remaining work after voter approval as described above.
Mm.
Those things that you talked about are all above that, and that's why I think that's covered in that. There were two
Okay, that's-
instances that you had questions, and I think that statement there kinda covers it.
okay, just as long as everybody's clear about that.
Yeah.
And the $8,000 for reimbursables, everybody says that's a cap. And that's great.
Yep.
The only other questions I had as I went through this again is on page 6 of 10, permit fees.
Yeah,
I know these are all estimates and they're just trying to give us an idea of what those might be from what everybody's been telling me, but you got, on the second one, you got permit phase site development plans at 21.5, and then under main permits, you got permit phase site development plans again. I don't know why that's there twice, for 28 grand.
right.
And the other thing is, I'm still unclear about this meeting required for permitting. $5,200.
So that 5,000, you questioning where that's coming from, or why it's there?
Why that's there, I mean, why isn't that part of their phase two 160?
Part of their
They were supposed to be
160.
going to meetings from what I understood. I don't wanna get charged them the $5,200 for them to go and meet presentations or meet with public hearings or something like that.
I think that had to do with any planning board review or state review that they had to travel to Augusta to attend meetings for permitting.
So what's the line above then? Town of Arundel Planning Board for $4,000.
Oh,
Yeah, and we, obviously, that's stuff that we're probably gonna waive anyways, right? So there's gonna be a lot of these costs that I hear that
well,
are
I think
estimated.
you have some good points. I'll get clarity on the meeting required for permitting and what the difference between the permitting phase site development plans on the top compared to the main permits, permitting phase site development
Yeah.
plans. What's the
What's
difference
the
there?
difference?
Where's the first 21,000 that Tom referenced?
It's on page 6 of 10.
Yeah,
at
I
the
get
top-
that.
At the top, permitting.
No,
Right.
Then that says main permits, permit phase site, it's the same phrase.
The 28.5?
Right. I don't know what, 28.5 obviously encompasses more than that, but it has that same designation of permit phase site development plans,
Yeah.
which we already paid an estimate for 21.5 for. Do you know what that is, Dan? I don't.
No, I don't, and I didn't pick it up,
Yeah.
apparently. I did bad math, cause I thought it was, I looked at that, saw 21 and 8 and figured it was the total, and
No,
it isn't.
right,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Alright, so we'll get some, a little bit of,
We need clarity on that.
clarification on
Yeah,
that.
cause I thought it was the total, that's my fault.
And the only other thing I mentioned is they have included, pursuant to Steve's suggestion, which is a good one, that mediation be the first dispute resolution process that we look to, but where do you go from there? That ought to be clear. I don't know what you guys think about arbitration, but I think in this context, arbitration makes more sense than going to court.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's much less expensive.
That's not a given, Tom, no,
No, unless you say it,
really?
I can go to court.
I thought it was part of mediation that they had to go back to them.
No,
We should then.
I think we should just say, if mediation fails, parties will arbitrate.
Okay.
Words to that effect,
Gotcha.
Guess you still don't get a fly rod then.
We're
No,
getting
you
close,
mentioned
That's
Dan.
all
that
in there.
tonight.
We're getting close. I think we're, minor changes
They
here.
couldn't get that out.
Sorry, I'll reach out to, Lita tomorrow and get definitions to that, I'll make sure they get sent to you all. Other changes that we can make there, and so be it, and I will talk to her about the, mediation on item 10, item 9, to add, what we're gonna do next. Add some arbitration language there.
I mean, we certainly wanna get this going, but we wanna get it right. We don't wanna screw ourselves like we obviously kind
No,
of.
we still have time, I think I think everybody wants to get going on the second piece of this, but I think it's important to make sure we get the bells on the details, make sure we get it right.
Yep. Get it right and turn them on and then we'll push. Good, okay.
Just, the 30-day invoice payment, that never will be an issue for us, right? Given meeting schedules and.
Nope.
No.
It'll never be in, we meet twice a month, so,
How does the bond process work though? Like if you, I don't know how that works from like the state level. Do you get the lump sum up front, or you don't have to submit
Correct.
draws or anything through?
right,
Yeah.
funding will come to us.
Right.
And then we'll have it.
So you pull the entire bond initially and then,
Correct.
So the question is permit development plans 21.5, and how does that relate to main permits at 28.5? Is that correct? Is that the question, John?
I think so, I think that's it, Jeff.
That can't be a double.
I would think. I mean, maybe
You're talking,
maybe you do it
you're
twice.
talking $50,000 in permits?
Yeah. And what happened to, I thought we were gonna pay CMP 25 grand too for something or other. Didn't you tell me that?
Right.
Oh,
That's
somebody
somebody?
said that, yeah.
Mhm.
And that's
It's
not
in
there.
there.
It's probably in there,
Oh, you think so?
but, because it's probably that 28.5.
You think?
But if that's true, what's 21.5? I think that's the question.
Okay.
Yeah, when you ask or mention a comment about CMP, because it was in one of the other ones that.
Yeah, I'll have to look at my other drafts and see where it was, under this permitting fee piece, where it was.
Yeah,
Cause I thought it was under this main permits
That's what-
piece.
It was on the permit. I
Okay.
don't have it with me either, but.
I think, even though we know that's, those are not guesses, but estimates, it'd be nice to know exactly what that stuff is for, so we can clearly understand it.
yeah, so initially, this was under a soft cost, impact permit fees, site, building, state fire marshal, CMP, water services, natural gas, and that was 26.5.
which isn't represented in either one of those figures.
Right, the 78.2 hasn't changed. That's always been there,
Right,
but C&P is now gone, so we need to
now
have
it's
some.
in there, I'm sure, but.
Yeah.
What's in the account now? I mean, after we purchase that land, what's left in town hall building?
Enough to pay the rest.
We got 271,000 and some change in there.
Which will basically cover,
Right, if you, yeah,
That and then,
site work or whatever,
yeah,
yeah,
it
right.
should cover between that, what we put into it during budget season, if we put anything into it.
But it looks like February, they're gonna want 30,500. We don't need,
sometime in February,
Yep.
yeah, we have the money in the account.
we don't need, I don't remember how we left it, so we don't need town.
You do not need approval, you have the ability to spend the money in the capital reserve account. Anything else, Dick out? Thanks, Tom, for your review of that.
Sure, I missed a bunch of stuff.
Well, they got going there to the point where I get confused between one and the other, to be honest, you
Yeah.
know.
That's why I brought up the fact that I didn't know what version we were working on there for a while.
Right.
If she had put it in Word,
Yeah.
as you did, I can then make the changes in red and send them to her.
Right.
But John, you did a good job, Dan, on that,
Yeah.
and that was easy to follow.
Yeah, it was good.
I've kept track of all the ones that she has, and when
Yeah.
she sends them, I convert them over to Word,
Oh, okay.
and then, so I have each one and we make the changes,
All
so,
right, great.
you know.
I'm illiterate when it comes to changing from PDF to Word.
I got them all in a stack, that count.
Yeah.
You got what?
I got them all in a stack, you know.
You can use them to light your fireplace. Okay, so, with that said, looking for a motion from the board to give the authority for Keith to sign.
Based on the changes that I've seen, I'd like to come back one more
Yeah.
time,
So that means that we won't get this till
December.
December.
Unless we
Yeah.
try to call a special meeting if it comes back and everything's all set.
But
I
those,
just want you guys to see it.
those changes that we're talking about, one of them is estimated costs, and then the other one was just the,
They're
issue
not,
with,
and they're not in the
mitigation.
body of the proposal, even though they are part of the proposal.
right,
They're not in items 1 through 4.
But the key is to be able to explain it to other people and to know what it is that you have. So that when asked by the rest of the committee or asked by the public, you can tell them what that, I mean, I wouldn't wanna be able to explain 21,528 right now, it's good.
I'd like to see a nice clean copy with everything explained on there.
Is that okay with you?
I'm waiting for the headline for
it's not
the
my decision.
news article that says,
By the time we do this, I'll have 40 years at Pratt.
Yeah.
yeah, we have to change the resume, right? Phil be on his 75th year of work by the time.
Pretty close.
We waited this long, I don't think a couple more weeks is gonna make that big of a difference.
Exactly.
We're gonna hire our own clerk of the works too, or our own construction manager.
Right, they'll help us with an RFQ to go out, and we'll hire that construction
And
manager.
we're obviously gonna pay that person, any idea what means that, or?
From what I understand, it'd be part of the construction project, right?
Yeah, it's part of the construction budget,
Correct,
That'll be built in.
yes.
usually it is.
That's why we are at like a initial building of like 2 million, and we're saying, 2.5. That's kind of all part of all of that extra cost. 2 million for the building, if we come in at 2 million for the building, a 160 for this, the
Yeah, we're
the
still
permitting
gonna have,
fees, the,
I mean, there are gonna be other costs that are associated with that building
Oh,
once it's
yeah.
built.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, we'll
We're
be
gonna have
lucky,
to tighten up on that
yeah,
too.
we'll be lucky if the building itself comes in at.
Furnishings always surprise the hell out of you,
Yep.
always.
Would anyone object if I took a look at this as well?
Yeah, at this
Nope.
stage.
Please do, more eyes the better.
I'll send it to you.
That's what I was thinking,
Yeah.
been down this road a couple of times already.
Mhm.
That's great, I'll send it over to you.
Okay.
So, I'll wait till we get to the end.
So when are you gonna do it again?
When our next meeting is?
Yeah.
December 10th.
10th?
Yeah, be the 10th. Yeah, unless you wanna meet up quickly on the 3rd. We can leave that open.
Yeah, let's see what we get back from Lita, and then I think, you know, if we can get something back real quick from her, and maybe, you know,
I'll leave the 3rd available at this point, and then we'll go from there.
I think a week's gonna make much of a difference with what she does.
Well, I'll get to her tomorrow,
well, I
so
think.
maybe she'll have it back to us on the 28th or 29th, and then if she does, I can notify you guys on Friday the 30th, and then we can meet on the 3rd.
Meet in your office, just for a short
Yeah,
meeting,
it'd be
to do
just a
that.
quick
Right.
meeting.
Yeah.
I think if we, even if it's just a week, I think it allows them to at least get started on it rather than wait till the new year. You know, we're asking for them to get some stuff going here and, so I just as soon try to meet as soon as we can, if we can all.
Right,
Yeah.
she talked to me about getting going with the committee as quickly as possible, and I sort of left the Wednesdays available at this point, so. We'll need to talk after we have a signed document, and we'll
Yeah.
get everybody else rolling.
Sounds good.
Okay, good. New business, got nothing? Other business,
Move to approve account payable.
Second,
all those in favor? Motion carries.
Just to let you know that Christmas dinner is on Wednesday the 5th, if you're
Yep.
coming. You need to have your paperwork done, if you're bringing your spouse with you.
You got my money,
I already got yours, I got Velma's tonight, so.
right? December. We just having one meeting in December?
Why are you telling me that? You're already looking at the,
Yes,
okay,
that's what chairman does.
alright. The 25th is Monday, Sunday, so that means Monday would be the holiday, right? You wanna meet on the 27th?
It's up to the board, and you think that we have enough stuff to meet, or do we just call it the 10th, and then we move into January?
What am I thinking? I was in the wrong.
Yeah, you're in,
month.
Yeah.
at the
The 24th is Monday, the 25th is Tuesday.
Right.
So, we could either, if we meet on the 3rd, we'll meet on the 10th. Let's go to the 10th and see what we have. And then, at that point, we can make a decision whether or not we wanna meet sometime midweek in the week that we normally would meet, either 26th or 27th.
Yeah, I won't be around at all at that point, so I'm
Okay.
leaving the day after Christmas and gone till the new year, so.
Yeah, that figures.
You're a little ulterior motive, yeah.
He's on the sled.
No, but
No,
when you
no.
started talking about that, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's right.
Alright, so let's meet on the 10th, and then we'll leave the next meeting open based on what we have for
we'll
coming
still
up.
have to get together to sign a warrant.
Yep,
Not necessarily, right? All you need is just somebody to stop in and sign, right? We've done that before.
right, on
Yeah, that's
payroll.
payroll.
Oh, yeah,
Accounts payable,
Payroll.
Yeah,
accounts payable, we have to have a meeting.
yeah. Yeah, but that can be different.
Alright, let's leave it open, and now we'll talk about it then.
Just keep it open right now. Get stuff back. I plan on trying to get everything back in time. Leah was pretty quick on getting this back. We sent it to her this morning. She had it back to us at, so I would say that we plan on the 3rd of meeting
What
in
time?
your office.
What
Okay.
time,
What time you
what time
guys?
do people get out of work?
I'm available from 5:30 on.
5:30, 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock? What do you get on Monday the third, Tom, you know?
I don't know, I better not commit to anything beyond 4/7 or.
Okay. Okay.
Let's plan on 6 o'clock, and if somebody, if we can, you know, if everybody look at their schedules, and if we run into an issue, we can adjust it.
Okay, sounds good.
Good. Anybody got anything else? Looking for a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
Come on.
Second, second. He's
Almost
falling
second.
down on the job over there. Second.
All those in favor? Unanimous
Thanks, guys.
at 7:36.